It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Vibes Podcast. It's your boy, Two Dipple King, Fleeky Eyebrows, with my hostess with the mostest.
Y'all already know it's your girl Brex in the building.
That's all you got for him?
That's all I got today.
That's all you got? All right, well, let's shout out our sponsors. Let's go first with True Alkaline Water. If you black, need to get your mind right, get your body right. Shout out to the black-owned water company, True Alkaline, Baltimore-based black-owned company. And shout out to Resoul Streetwear, another black-owned Baltimore-based company. Use code VIBES, 25% off code VIBES. And we got somebody special, you know. He might have made a movie or two, been on the gram once or twice. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Who are you, brother?
Man, you give the best introduction. I was trying to figure out who I was. Hey, I'm Polo, of World War Polo Entertainment Group, World War Polo on Instagram. So I'm a writer, a script writer, film director and producer out the DMV area.
Well, first of all, to become all that, where are you from?
I'm from Northeast DC.
Oh, you from Northeast?
Ooh.
God damn it! And what got you into this, the whole street writing? I mean, the script writing.
What got me into script writing? Well, one day I just woke up and I just said I wanted to do something different, and I always kind of like, not bragging on anything, but I always like win. Like whatever I do, I win. I see it through. So and I've been in the streets like with a lot of my life, like maybe a little bit more than half of my life. And so like not being in the streets and winning is different than being in the
legal
streets
way,
and winning, right? And so like I ain't really never catch a real W in the legal world the way I wanted to. Like I got a couple businesses, but the way I want to. And so it was a general conversation. I was like, man, I should make a movie. And one of my partners, they kind of like laughed at it. And then John like Spock right there, like, what you think I can do? That's when it really sparked from that. I believe you could do it, but like, nah, you wouldn't have laughed like that. You don't believe in me. Yeah. But nah, they believe in me because they was with me every step of the moment, but it tickled their fancy, and that was like the beginning. That was like the beginning, because like, I just started talking about it, as I was telling her, but everybody didn't believe it. Nobody believed it.
Was it hard to get? Were you discouraged at first when you had this idea and everybody a couple people laughed it off, like, yeah, all right, whatever?
It's like asking Michael Jordan before he became like great, do you think you're gonna get your buckets? Like, I've been getting my buckets my whole life. That's what I'm saying. So like, discouraged wouldn't be what I was. It's just a new playing field. A little nervous because I'm outside my normal genre. It's like we got to do everything the right way. I'm like, I don't know if this gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So, but just sitting there, so I started more or less studying like Tyler Perry and
Oh, you started taking the craft serious.
not take everything serious, and Spike Lee. My two, I like Spike Lee a little more, but I like Spike Lee for his writing and his storytelling and how he do it. And I like Tyler Perry for how he put things together, more than the stories. I like how he puts it together. So I put, and then I kind of developed my own little style.
Well, you got a movie out right now called The Lot, right?
Yeah.
Come on, this the first one?
Nah, this my movie.
Yeah,
My third joint.
This your favorite so far, or do you don't even categorize it?
My Kings of DC out right now is gonna be my favorite because it was the one that broke ground. The first joint had like an editing issue, blah blah blah. It's the first
It's the first one,
right? So I don't really promote and talk about that one a lot. And then I did a web series, like a series. And that joint got a lot of editing flaws, but that's where I consistently was learning. Right? And so like, even though you might look at it and say, "Oh, this joint bad," I'm like, but look at my progress. each episode to each movie had progress, and then I was like, I got this joint. Like I know I got it. So then, boom, I came out with Kings of DC, and what I know how to do good is market. Like I said, I've been in the streets a lot. So what I did was I went and got all the popular people.
I seen it.
Yeah.
And put them all in one movie. So in order to say something bad about me, you gotta say something bad about all of them. You feel me? Yeah. So I think that made a lot of sense. But then it came out like way better than I expected. And then the rush came. It's like I guess like when you get high for the first time. Like, you start chasing. Like I got the recipe now.
So with all that being said, man, do you feel like right now this is the end journey? Like, boom, I want to produce movies. Like this is my thing now.
Nah, I best stop that. But see, I don't want to just do it. I want to be great, and so like, and being great it has a reason why I'm doing it. Like, I'm at an age, I'm getting a little older, so. What's important to me now ain't what's used to be important. Like
growth,
clothes and cars and stuff like that ain't as important. I mean, been around that kind of stuff for a long time. So I'm not doing it for money per se. Right? It's more about legacy and what you leave behind. Like, so it's like even with Kings of DC, I put everybody in this movie to show people that people in the DMV know how to work together. And that was really what it was about, because like that's the passion and that's the drive, because like writing the stories and filming it and stuff like that, that's dope. But the soul of it is me taking people that wouldn't normally be working together and have them working together in a peaceful state. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you watch Kings of DC, right? Some of the people in the movie was with other people in the movie, and if you know backgrounds, you like, how did that work?
Yeah, it don't mix.
Whoa, you know what I'm saying? And for a small period of time, people put their differences aside to show that we could work together, because like you all here in this area, and even in this area, right, because we kind of all locked down, that this area don't work well with others like Atlanta and all these other places, and I wanted to change the narrative. So that's what I'm like. And the movie doing even exceptionally well, even to this day. And so like that right there is what makes me feel good about the movie. Like I think I got the.
You got a recipe down.
I have a recipe. I don't know if it's done, but I have a recipe that's consistently working. But I think Kings of DC is what. You know, that was the one that decided, like, nah, you really is doing this. You feel me? So like everything else come after is nothing but a Kings of DC and a comedy joint, or Kings of DC. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, and if you watch the movie, you're gonna see the same formula over and over. And that was another thing that I said, but before my first Instagram got snatched, right? I was like,
they snatched you off Instagram?
I got hacked.
Damn.
Somebody asked you for some money.
No, I got hacked. Now, what happened to me was worse. Somebody hacked my email. And in the process, everything that's connected to it was dead. You know what I mean? So I lost the whole. Man, like first I was like, I ain't tripping on that. I was on some, man, that social media stuff, that internet stuff ain't about nothing. About a weekend, I'm like, man, you don't know nobody can get that.
Like, I kind of need that back.
I'm like, bro, like that's. And so like when a lot of dudes my age be talking about, it's all about the streets is real and that social media stuff ain't real. I beg to differ.
You can get paid from these social media streets.
I tell you, and people like, you always on this phone, like, man, this phone different.
This phone make me money.
I'm trying to tell you, if you keep pushing these buttons right, you won't have to go out and get a job. You know what I mean? And that's real. But I'm thinking like Kings of DC is I had more fun with the lab.
Okay.
Now I was, but see, what I'm trying to do, I don't want to get boxed in in one kind of category movie like I see a lot of people do.
Yeah, that's normally what
You
happens.
feel what I'm saying? So like if you look at the dudes in Detroit, and a shout out to my man Murder Pain. Like there's no disrespect, but when I see the same movies over and over and over. It's gotta be a gangster joint. Them movies don't make it nowhere to me. You ain't never seen one of them kind of movies on the big screen.
Nah.
Unless we put it there, right? So, but it's cool for the hood. So I did that joint, and then the opposite of something that's gangster, I would think, is a comedy. So I wanted to show my
versatility side,
right? So I did a comedy, and then about to film another comedy because this joint's I locked in with some good people that is definitely worth working with. So I put my next project on the back burner so I can even critique it better to do this project with my man Goofy. Shout out to Goofy. Y'all go follow Goofy.
You said that you don't like to get boxed in. You don't want to be that type of person that get boxed in. And you say you don't have the recipe, you have a recipe. Do you feel like you have a formula that you are good at, like the comedy? Like, you don't want to get boxed in, but you know that's your bread and butter. You can make a comedy easily.
Yeah. See, the comedy ain't nothing but see, Kings of DC ain't a gangster movie. It's a formula. And it's a strategy of how I did it. It's just the story I told was aggressive. Because I did that same exact formula, and I did it with comedians. See,
To switch the people out.
The only thing that changed, for example, when you look at Friday, right? Because I study stuff. Well, maybe
You look at it differently now.
when you see Ice Cube, and this is a comedy, when he talk, you don't never see, you don't take that as a joke. Nothing that he said for real. It's like, man, that's Ice Cube, man. You know what I'm saying? He's serious. Then when you see, what's the other dude in the first one?
Who's up doing Friday? Which one?
Day.
Not Day Day. Oh, you want to say Day Day, but I was talking about Chris Tucker, right?
Oh, Smokey.
It's Smokey. But every time you see Smokey, you laugh, right?
Right.
All right, so that's the movie game right there. It's not the it's not the story, it's who's telling it. Because if you got Ice Cube telling it, it's a gangster joke, right? But if you tell him to be quiet, you tell him to talk, then it's a funny joke.
Right.
So it's the same formula. It's just who do you have telling the story?
And that's okay.
You feel what I'm trying to say? It's not that the story or the formula change. Like, if I put all rappers and they turned up, then when they start talking about stuff, it's like a little eerie, like, you know, it could get real. But you take that same story and let the comedians tell it, it's like, oh, man,
It hit different.
So it's about what you trying to bring out more than actually, this a comedy or this a, you know what I'm saying? And I'm approved, I know it, because I'm about to do the Marion Burry joint.
Oh, yeah, you DC for real.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the Marion Burry joint, but now I will say this one is a brand new formula.
Okay.
Because I would have had the script done by now. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
What's the hold up?
Because when you dealing with somebody when you making a biopic, this is just where I'm at thus far, right? You can't just man, look, I could just make some stuff and I just can say some funny stuff, you know. Or I can make.
You can't do it with a biopic.
You know what I'm saying? Or people getting tired of watching a movie, somebody got to die, kill somebody right here. Boop. All right, now they back watching. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that with somebody real life. You gotta really go and study. Like, I'm really studying this man life, like, because you gotta put. I want to pull out the big things that we don't know about, and then you got to put it on a timeline.
That makes sense.
And then you gotta shorten certain places, because like at the end you only got like maybe a 2-hour window before you lose everybody's attention on this kind of movie. Like, when a person come to this movie, they expecting to be there 2 hours. Like, when you go to a comedy, you're not expecting to be there 2 hours. I got an hour and a half of my attention, and then like, when this movie gonna end, right?
And then I'm over.
So like, when he because he done so much, and it's like we trying to put everything in to give him the respect that we want to give him, because and where we from, all we kind of knew is that he smoked crack, and then he had his summer jobs. Like, as a 43-year-old man, I only knew Marion Burry smoked crack. and got us summer jobs. And then he went to jail, and when he got out of jail, them people that vote, because I wasn't one of them.
If I'm correct, Barry was your mayor, wasn't it?
He was our mayor.
Right.
But he was like a father figure. That was the difference. These were different. Like, he actually he lived in the community. He interacted with the, like, you gonna see him standing in Safeway in front of you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a regular person.
You could just walk out and see him.
He's not like the rest of the part. Like, he's not a celebrity. He's me and you. Mm. And this is what makes him different. And I feel like we need to protect our leaders. Like, at the end of the day, we need to protect our leaders. So, like, all right, he smoked crack, but this man did more smoking crack down there for us as black people than anybody else that ain't smoking crack. And so the rest of the story, I feel like, needs to be told in detail. Like,
not just the crack part, right?
When, you know, the how because he not originally even from DC. Like, all this stuff I know about him, like, man, this dude was a great dude. You know what I mean? And then, I mean, you know, I don't want to get the movie.
Please don't get a movie.
I'm interested because, see, I'm so Baltimore, I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that is. Like,
DC.
see?
DC people love them some Marion Barry.
I'm so Baltimore. You said it, and I was just like, I'm going to wait for him to go ahead on and talk about it because I don't know who that is.
Because they don't interact with y'all.
Mayor Scott is probably the one, the current one is probably the one that interact the most.
But when I'm saying interact, I'm not saying come to your school and talk.
Oh, regular job politicianal shit.
I'm talking about no, this like
just on some regular person shit.
Okay, you work in Baltimore City, but you live out Elkton somewhere. It don't count to me.
It don't.
You feel what I'm saying?
You know,
like,
what's the name used to live?
The rules and the regulations
in the city.
that you gonna make is if you live in that community. You gonna way more fight because you like, man, look, the boy got killed right behind my house. Right. We need more police out here. When I say we need police, I'm not playing. Cause that could have been me. That could have been. I know these people. So like when you got that kind of interaction with the people around you, like it's different when you could, man. When people in the neighborhood don't have their rent money and stuff, and they could go to the mayor and knock on his door.
Oh yeah.
You gotta understand it's a different whole vibe. This the mayor of the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And he like, look, don't worry. You gonna have it next month? You know what I'm saying?
Right, I got you.
I'm gonna take care of this, but you gotta stay on top of it. We can't keep doing this, right? My water off. When you gonna pay your bill?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? When I say a father figure, you gotta understand what that means. You know, like as a woman, if you have like a father or uncle, you're different than any man that you ever gonna come up with. Because like, if we don't got it, we don't got it. If you don't got it. You don't got it to a degree of
you know where to go to get it.
How much because it's like I don't have it because I don't want to go ask him to give it to me. So you got it. You just don't want to. You just don't want to hear the lecture that comes with them. Whereas though I would love to get one of those lectures, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just why I ain't gonna give it to me. You feel me? I gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? Sounds like different.
Oh man! So are you still living in DC, or did you move out?
I'm on the outskirts of DC because it's federal and just being smart is not the most. It's not It's not because like listen. Pissing behind a building, if the police want to lock you up, they can lock you up because it's federal. You gotta do 85% or whatever they locked you up. I'm like, that's all right. I'm good. Y'all gentrify this joint. Y'all can have this joint. I want to be over across the street. You feel me? Y'all need me. You feel me? I'm over here in the daytime, and at nighttime I got to go on that side.
I'm going back to where I'm supposed to be.
You just do like, man. You asked to get off the plantation, and you can't run back. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
It is what it is.
Do y'all still consider DC as a chocolate city now?
It's not. It's more like it's definitely not chocolate. Okay, it's a lot of us there, but it couldn't be considered chocolate city by how they showing us under the rug. It's not chocolate city. It's like at this point, we don't know financial literacy. We don't know. It's so much we don't know that you just gotta retreat. We gotta kind of install like certain kind of knowledges and stuff into the kids. Right. You know what I'm saying? We gotta. It's certain things that my generation and the generation behind me, it's like we missed it. Like I can show you how to make some money. I can show you how to chase your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even, you know what I mean? But it's not gonna be my generation that fixed the thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like at this point, man, it's survival of the fittest in DC. You know what I mean? Cause they at any given minute, you know, they can just raise the price, and then where you gonna go? You can't.
DC is expensive as hell. It is. DC and New York is one of the most expensive places to live for the bare minimum.
It used to be nice.
I was gonna say DC used to be nice. Like you used to say DC.
DC way better than New York for us being nice.
Yeah.
Dirty.
DC used to be real nice.
Somebody said it. New York is dirty. I'm sorry if y'all out there. New York's dirty.
You know why? Cause they don't got trash cans.
They got rats bigger than my crock.
Wait, they don't have trash cans?
They don't have.
No, they don't have trash cans. You don't never notice?
Once, and I've never noticed that they have trash cans.
They don't have trash cans.
They sit that trash out.
They their trash is sitting out
on the curb, out front that shit. You never pay that shit no mind. That's why they have rats.
They got a big rat problem.
Because the trash and you pee.
They don't have. We have trash cans and we have a trash truck that come pick
and a dumpster.
And a dumpster.
No.
They don't have that.
Like if you got a business in New York, you got a dumpster outside your business, maybe. But for the most part,
maybe
depending on where your business at, depending on if it's got an alley where you can put a dumpster, like for real. They don't got dumpsters and stuff like that over there. You see trash sitting in the corner, like where the little newspaper thing at.
You might got a trash can too behind a Saks Fifth Avenue or something.
Yeah, the higher.
Where they want to keep it pretty, they might put a trash can.
They don't have trash cans. But they pull up and
they just drop this shit on the ground.
Start picking up the trash off the curb. Go up New York, you gonna see. Go up there tonight.
That nighttime when the rats.
Nah, not at night, cause they really come outside at night. They really, cause that's their city at night.
They want the smoke too.
You in their way, like for real. That shit.
Like it be man.
It be families.
It be apartments up there about the size of this room for like $5,000 a month.
They be showing it on like TikTok where they can make like maybe 9-10 paces both ways, 1,700. They don't have
this is big. This is big
for New York standards. Yes,
and that's crazy. If this was my apartment, I would be a little confused. Like, where's the rest? Do I have
that's
a kid?
They feel like they don't have no dressers. They just got a toilet, maybe.
Yeah.
Some of their toilets is outside their apartment. Community toilets.
Nope.
Fuck out of here.
Nope.
8 floors? Not doing that.
Nope.
You were talking about how you left the streets. Was that a hard transition for you?
I think that if God allow you to get to a certain age, you outgrow any and everything. Almost. It's like the mentality of coming into something and it's not the same when you leave it. Like you. So it's like it wasn't hard because my time was over. It's like things didn't make sense no more. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like being young, outside of it being the cool thing to do, we didn't have ways of making money. You know what I'm saying? You gotta survive. You know what I'm saying? It's like it put money in your pocket. You know the streets can love you. You'll find real love. You find other people like you. As you get older and you start managing your money, because I started trying to have businesses way early. I had clothing companies and everything because I was always around dudes as it was telling you got.
Was it your pops or was it dudes on the street?
I don't know, yo. It was dudes on the street. Like I looked up to the dudes who was getting money, and they loved me because I made sure they kept getting their little change. Right, so it was it was a nice bond we had at one point period of time or another, right? But you start outgrowing. You just start thinking for yourself. You start seeing the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to black women, because you get you a good black woman with a good mind on her shoulders, she gonna give you every reason of not
to get the fuck up out of there.
And she gonna make it difficult for you every time you come home. You know what I'm saying? This and that, you know, about being, you know. So it be what it be, and then you at some point period of time, it start to make sense. Like the same things that make you laugh, or that you know make you happy at 20 ain't gonna make you happy at 30 or 17.
That's just called growth, though.
It's called growth. So. You know what I mean? I just personally just wanted something bigger and better. And then, you know, once I had children and stuff like that, it was like, I don't kind of want my children to go through some of the stuff I went through. It was like, change got to happen at some point. You know what I mean?
Some point.
Yeah.
So you are, when it comes to the old heads, as we call them, the old heads are still in the street at 45, just being regular, you know, corner boys. Do you have advice for them? Like, do you just, at a certain point, at an age limit, people just don't reach what you just said, just get that clarity, like, you know what, I should really just stop this. Some people
I feel like if you 45 years old and you sitting in the streets, then that's where you're supposed to be. Because we don't need you over here.
That's what you're supposed to be.
I mean, all due respect, though, you should have grown by now.
I don't have compassion for stupidity. Right? Because you're going to bring that nonsense over here where we try to change stuff. Like, if you think about what Marcus Garvey and some of the things that they was on, like, every black person wasn't going back to Africa. Right? So, listen, I'm not knocking what you do because I was there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that I don't have compassion for you not being able to make this switch, because for me to have compassion for you would be, for me to have less compassion for myself, for me having to go through what I done went through. You know what I'm saying? It was just I was listening to the dude who was giving an example. He was like, so I made a change, right? And part of my change, I got beat, I got whipped, I went through extreme difficulties, I took extreme losses and all this, right? And then you want to stand up after I've been through with all that I've been through and look me in the eyes and say, we the same? And you didn't go through nothing? No, we not the same. So, but I'm not knocking where you at, because I was there. For me to knock where you was at would be to cut some of my history off. But I don't have compassion for you at 45. If you're 25, okay.
We can do something about it.
You can't have compassion for a grown-ass man who's complacent.
I can't have compassion for nobody that sees that there's no way of winning and still decide they want to play that game.
Well, first of all, off of that, we all understand what happened in the takeoff incident, and coming from the streets as you did to where you are now, where do you think the separation should be once you make it to a certain level to stop the drug game, stop being in the hood, hanging with shady characters?
Right. These dudes is multi-millionaire, and I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but at the end of the day, this grown man talk, this adult talk, right?
Right.
You're millionaires, and you gambling, right? Not at I don't condone gambling at all. But okay, for the sake of conversation, you gambling with people, and none of them got more than you.
Or close to you.
Or close to you. So you're the house. Everybody's trying to chip at you. So either you was getting pressed out, so you wanted to gamble, or you wanted to be cool because you wanted to gamble. But just the fact that y'all got guns in the room shows that y'all not cool. Y'all not.
It's not a safe environment.
It's not a safe environment for me as a millionaire to be with people who are 100-years and 1,000-years. You know what I'm saying?
It's different.
Yeah, but because I need the cool points of the street thing because of what I'm rapping, like, then this is the, you know what I mean? And, you know, I don't have nothing bad to say about Takeoff. I never heard nothing bad about him ever. But you know what I told my son? I showed him a picture yesterday. It was a girl who put a picture of Takeoff. He was in the back of everybody else. I guess she was behind him, and she had the arrow on his head. Like, this was Takeoff. He wasn't even around anything. And I showed that to my son. I said, you know why I'm showing you this? Because you could be that nigga. You could be the nigga that's not
got nothing to do with
nothing to be involved with nothing. And so would that tell you don't even be around it at all?
Can't associate yourself with certain stuff.
You gotta so like either you want to win or you want to lose. And even if you don't choose to lose, if you don't choose to win, you automatically choose to lose, bro. And you gotta make your own choices. I'm just giving you some examples of some things to think about because you're gonna be put in these situations, and I can't make the decision for you. And these are the same things that even in my movies, the topics that, like in Kings, these are the topics that I'm talking about. So like this what makes me love telling these movies, because in all actuality I wanted to write books.
Who you are?
So why didn't you write books?
Because don't nobody read.
That was.
I read, so I can't say nothing about that.
No,
but you are right though. The majority of people don't read, and if you're gonna write a book, it's also got to be an audio because they'll listen before they actually read.
Movie.
But the group of people that I want to get grabbed,
they not reading.
Read. You see what I'm saying? They not gonna read, and so what I do is I read and I grab with different kinds of concepts of because reading changes. The way you see things. If you're open-minded, it changes the way you see things, you view things different, and now you got a different way, a different outlook, and then boom, you put it in a story, and then people can learn from you, recycle through your reading. So it's like when you come see these joints, it's like, dang, it's like you gotta watch it 2 or 3 times, like that. The first time was cool, but then he did that, and then you're like, nah, but he was going in on this one. You feel what I'm saying? And so like that's what it be like. It's not about the money. It's about like when I'm dead and gone, and for certain one day I'm gonna be dead and gone. God willing, and don't be no time soon, because they be having like, look, last week he was just talking, right? You know what I mean? But even if that's what happened, God forbid that happens, right? I want everything I do at this point in my life on forward to be something that can help the people that's coming back. This is how you throw the ladder back. Like we talk about generational wealth, right? Generational wealth is not just money. Because if you don't know what to do with the money you don't know how to make the money, you don't know how to make money that's worth making, all that, right? If you got to change the way you think. If you don't got all that, you don't have nothing. So wealth is more in wealth than finance. Like,
you need the knowledge.
The knowledge is way more than.
But people don't want the knowledge.
And that's why people get money and they blow it and they don't have none.
Yeah.
That is exactly why people try to create generational wealth and then they don't have it at the end of the day. You can get all this money that you want. If you don't know how to keep it, invest it, and do whatever you need to do for it to continue to grow, then you're not finna have no money in 5 years. Yeah. You can get $1 million a day, and if you don't play with it right, you're gonna be fucked like you never had it. You're gonna be back down like you never had it. And motherfuckers will blow that shit in a day. Fuck a week. That shit will be gone. That shit will be gone.
In 3 months and $1 million, they gonna be back in the neighborhood.
Back in the neighborhood, back being broke, back going to that job.
Once you buy a car with, first of all,
$200,000-$300,000.
No, first of all, you gotta pay taxes on that $1 million.
Right. Now you said
$500,000, and they're gonna take a
33%.
Right. So you at 66,000. I mean, 666,000 at best. Like the smart person would have cut me off and said, they ain't taking 30 miles because it's ways around that. If you,
oh yeah, there's ways around.
You could buy this, you could buy that to keep your money. You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. And financial literacy. But the average person is gonna get taxed. Boom. 66. Then what you gonna do? You gonna buy what, a car?
You buy a car, boom.
If you smart with a house,
they're gonna buy a house.
If you smart, duplexes, apartment, something.
You're supposed to buy something that you can make some money off of. If you're gonna spend some money on a lump sum,
house, you're broke now. You got
house poor.
You got $150,000, $160,000, or you gotta have a car, right? Well, that's the 100, because you go and get you something nice. Now you walking around with $60,000 in your pocket and a house and a car. You was just a millionaire. And you live in the hood. You live in Waldorf. You live on...
Don't walk off not the hood.
But you live on...
Okay, but you don't live nowhere far enough that, like, yeah.
You should be a millionaire last month.
Oh, yeah.
You feel what I'm trying to say? So it's like, man, but like she was saying, it's the knowledge key. It's like, I think that we all should take whatever we have, because we all have different things, and throw it back. I'm not particularly saying here or here. I'm saying here. Whoever wanted can get it. It's enough for everybody. Like, I'm gonna show you how to do the same way you learn how to rap. Put them in the 16s and do your videos. You learned that from somebody, right?
You broke it down.
Well, this is how you do a movie, and I don't even expect even a eighth of you to get it. Like
I just need somebody,
because it takes too much organization and us working together and us seeing that we need this to work. All of us got to be on the same page for it to work. It ain't like shooting a movie. I mean, a video. I could just go solo and just play a dude. I could jump in front of the camera. All right, now we up, right? Nah, with a movie, you gotta. Everybody has their little integral part, and we all have to have the same agenda as for it to work. And that's the format that you know what I'm saying, that I guess like only the inside people get with me. Like, you know what I'm saying, they call me Polo Riley. Cause I be coaching. I was like, man, you go, what's up? You know, no, you want me? I hold the camera. You know what I'm saying? I'm all over trying to make it work. You know why? Because it don't matter how you see me. I'm gonna come to whatever level that need to be. Cause like, I don't mind getting my hands dirty. Like, it's a scene that I might be in, but I might gotta hold the light or whatever. You feel what I'm trying to say?
A lot of people wouldn't do that. They feel like they're too big above that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And when you finally do get big and above, you could play that game, but you shouldn't, because your name start buzzing a little bit all of a sudden. You're like, I don't go to clubs, I don't do none of this stuff.
What do you say to people that can look at you and say, oh, well, it's easy for you to do it? Now people know how much, if somebody wanted to start a movie right now, what would be your advice? Like, damn, I want to do a movie, but I don't know where to start, how much money I'm supposed to have, what equipment I'm supposed to buy. The bare bones to start a movie, if someone wanted to do it straight off the street, what would you tell them?
First, I would tell them just do it. Because we, man, as black people, we creative. What do you need to do a movie? What? You need a script, so somebody write. That's a pen and paper. What, $2-3. A cameraman, somebody you trust. You doing all these music videos, right? Give him a price on what he can do for the editing and the camera work. You know what I'm saying? And be willing to pay that. And get people who believe in you to, you know what I'm saying, to do the acting part, you know what I'm saying? Or sometimes you gotta go get people you don't know, because most time people that you don't know give you the most fair shot.
Yeah.
People you know, they ain't doing no movie. I'm like, I'm about to do a movie. This is what I'm telling you, don't be my friend with the I'm telling you. I promise you, I got a spot for you, but it ain't in my car.
Yeah.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but then most people that say they gonna do something big as a movie, they already have a track record of accomplishing stuff. You don't just up and just say, I'm gonna do something as big as a movie. And people,
believe you. You ain't build up to that.
You gotta be, like, your thought pattern ain't gonna do that. You don't believe it yourself.
Yeah,
that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's really true though. Like, you can say a lot of stuff, but like, do you believe it yourself?
Yeah, you
thought it was funny when you said it.
I'm trying to, like, if we still making jokes. Like, all right, cool, cause like, you know, a lot of the most hidden gems is hidden behind jokes. I'm like, oh, you got a script? What it's about? Oh, you ain't write it yet. Oh, you said, oh, okay. Yeah, it's like, nah, that was your shot right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be ready to.
You gotta be ready for that opportunity.
I'm telling you, cause like, sometimes you don't even know who you talking to.
That's a fact. You do not know who you're talking to.
I'm trying to.
You do not.
Yeah. So like, I'm sitting there. I got a tow company, and so that's where the movie The Lot came from. Because I got 1 million tow stories. You gotta see this joint. I'm gonna get y'all email joint.
Appreciate you.
Y'all can watch it for the free. It's $25 to own it, $20 to rent it for 7 days. You might
Where do people go to buy that?
sckmediatv.com.
All right.
Is that your spot?
It's a black-owned company, a black-owned website. 2 of my movies on there. We're gonna be doing some big things with them. Boosie, be locked in with Moneybag, Lil Durk. Y'all like them, right?
Y'all like them, right?
They're my phone. They're my homies, and with a lot of big work on the way. So it's like once you get locked in with them, now they respect everything.
They don't care about nothing else. You got who?
Oh, his movies is like that.
That's how it be.
It is what it, you know what I mean? But so it's on that site, and y'all gotta check it. So so we was talking about people not knowing who you is. So I'm towing, and they get kind of a little aggressive and everything. But the dude got his little camera out there, and they doing a little. I'm not saying little, but little camera, and they doing a video and stuff. And I'm sitting there, and they, OG this, that, now, blah, me, And then I'm telling them, listen, bro, why don't y'all do that right there? And then I'm not gonna mess with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Cause I got work like, man, I'm like, well, I'm just like, hey, nothing really, like, that's the other part about getting old, cause like at some point in your mind, it cut off. Like, as I look at myself, I'm like, damn, I look old, but in my mind, I think I'm like still 30.
He's still playing with me?
I still want to fight everything. Like, you guys, everybody, I be wanting to fight. Like, who you talking to me? No. We ain't doing that, talking to me like that. So, boom. So then the older person kicked in. And I'm like, oh, he doing the camera. I'm saying, did y'all see the movie Kings of DC? He was like, yeah, that joint was. I was like, you ain't see it. He was like, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, you. I said, yeah, see it. You just blowing opportunities. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know who you're talking to. Like, I'm asking you to, I was going to go over there, this, that, and that. I'm like, look. I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to be doing that, locking with me this, I'm going to hook you up this, that. But let me finish working, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not my job to dunk on you. Right. I'm just trying to show you, like, don't, like when you look at older dudes, for some reason, young dudes got a hatred towards older dudes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but do you think that's a part of it is a reason because the younger dudes and older dudes, there's a gap.
Yeah.
There's a gap. Yeah. They can kind of understand you, but you can't understand them.
Nah, we can understand them. They can't understand me. I've been where you at. You ain't been where I'm at. So I understand you. You don't understand me. Like, you mad at me for not dying.
No, but seriously though, like a lot of young dudes, like when you peep, no, but seriously, like when you peep old heads and young dudes together, like young dudes really be upset. You're old, so you're mad that I'm still like.
Just mad because I'm still living.
Yeah, like what really are you mad for? Because I'm still alive.
Because like if God allowed you to keep waking up, bro, you gonna be right here sitting beside me.
You finna be an old head too.
Old as fuck.
He just called you old as fuck.
I was telling her because something about you confused me because when you called me on the phone, I was like, this can't be the same motherfucker from Instagram. I was like, he got the youngest voice I ever heard from an old man.
I'm not old. I got gray hair. It's not.
But you give this youthful energy. You don't give off.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
I'm 43. We 14 years difference.
40 right now. You're 43 right now. Yeah. Back in your day, your 43 now was different than that 43 then.
It is.
See?
But listen, this is what I'm saying. When I say I'm 43, I know like, damn, that's 43. But look, everybody I know, nobody got this. It be like dudes that got 50 that got gray hair like this. Niggas, it be like one or two little joints. Like my joint is full blown, so it's like they automatically category with 10 years up.
I'm not there yet.
You like 43 out your mouth, but your eyes and your ears, you said 50 easy. You know what I'm saying?
I did not think he was 50.
It's like, man,
not 50.
Because because I'm allowed to be around young dudes, and I handpick the dudes I'm around based on different qualities and things of that nature. We have been. I know me. I'm a product of my environment. We all are, right?
Right.
So if I pick the environment that I choose to be around, I become a product of that.
Right.
So like I'm a hard worker. These are the kind of dudes I keep around me that's hard working, they young, you know what I'm saying, they fly, they flashy, but they not, they humble, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like a nice, good mix. So then boom, then you throw me, I'm the old, that's the sauce, and then you just throw the old steak on it. Throw the old meat on it. You feel me?
Now you just put some of that new sauce.
You feel me, man? That thing dripping. You feel me? It's like, hold on, I don't know, this drink might be good. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that's dope when you gotta know that it's a young dude's world. And I had my time, and when I was the young dude, I realized that we was running things, and I could feel as I was getting older when I was peaking out, and then I could feel when I lost the grip and I wasn't running nothing no more but my mouth. But I actually be saying positive things. I say encouraging things. I got a life experience. That's why I be trying to tell the young dude. I say it like age is. If you don't look at it like a number, more or less. Look at it like a level, right? So like if you was in a building on the 20th floor, right? And you looked out, you could see real far. See trees, you see all this stuff, and then it was somebody on the 14th floor who had a better view.
20.
Right. So that's like when you 20 and that little boy 14, you been through what he been through. You can see what he see, but he can't see what you see, right? If that concept really works, then how much more important is you 20 and I'm 43?
You seeing above where I'm seeing that.
Right. I'm not going to say above, but I can see further. I have a much more clear view of what's going on than you based on my view is better. And if you trust me, then you know how important it is to be 20 years old with the eyes of a 43. Like, do you know how many things you could get around before you really get into something?
Before you get in the mix.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, you could be winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you following your block. You feel what I'm saying? You like Emmitt Smith. I'm a Redskins fan. Emmitt Smith.
Y'all gotta stop that shit.
Emmitt Smith was not a great running back.
What?
His line was great.
Do you know what you saying
no,
right
No.
Listen. If you was running behind them dudes that was blocking the way they was blocking,
yes,
you would have been great.
Yes.
You ain't just going to
Not to take away any credit, but
expecting that he was nice. And anybody,
but his line made him nicer.
He couldn't. Barry Sanders was a better running back.
Okay.
Right. And the proof is because he had no line, and he was doing what Emmitt Smith was doing. Emmitt Smith get past that line, get out in the open, they run him down. He can't go out. He follows his block to a T. That's what I'm saying. So, and I said that to say that was one of the best examples I had. That Emmitt Smith, his line, like follow your block. By time you get out in the open, then you know what I'm saying, you done got the first down. It don't even matter. We gonna make you look good. Cause like you the new shiny thing.
Right.
Right? And if you win,
we win.
You know what I'm trying to say? But you the new shiny thing. Like I'm gonna give you all the clout. I don't want to be on the front line. I've done it too long. It's like that's not the real win for me, for real. Like,
is it not a win for you no more because you've already done it?
I mean, it's
old. You're like, all right, it's whatever.
Like when you young, you want to be seen, you want to be known. When you get older, you want to do stuff, and there's only like credible people know. Like it's like. That's just this difference from being rich or being famous. Like, young people want to be famous. Old people want to be rich. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to stand in Safeway and buy my food and my whatever new Yeezys. We support Yeezy right now. Gonna come out. You know what I mean?
So you telling me right now you'd rather have the money, right? Out of all the movies you produced, if none of them, nobody knew your name, who you were, you got money, but you was a faceless person, you would not want fame just a little bit.
No.
Like at all, nobody to know you, no awards, no accolades.
I don't want nobody to know me.
If I got money, what can't I do?
I got money.
A 40-year-old, okay.
Tell me what can't I do? Because like everywhere that people is at that got real money, you don't see them.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so like I want to be over there with them.
He said, I got my crowd.
They know me.
My block different.
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, I'm cool. Like, cause like we live in a evil time.
Yeah, but I say we live in a hateful
Man,
time.
they
Like,
gonna rob me. They gonna kill me. They ain't gonna rob me. They gonna kill me
You with smoke.
for no reason, bro. You got
all because I got some money.
listen. I've been who I've been my whole life. I did Kings of DC. Now everywhere I go, somebody know me. I don't like it. That's why it's easy for me to like not. And I'm saying in the beginning it was dope because it's like, damn, they know my work. But it's like when you at the gas station, man. Literally, sometimes I be at the not even sometimes. It be like every day, right? Because I still be promoting my movies and stuff. Like I'm always promoting. I'm always. So I'm saying like this is weird to me. Like say like you at the gas stations and you in there is 5 or 6 people to get your gas and everything. I be having my little cards and stuff like.
Okay, you be ready.
Yeah, I'm always marketing. Like that's what I do. Right? It ain't gonna sell itself, right? You don't know me until I introduce myself, right? So then boom. Then I pay for my stuff and then I get the little marketing drill. I'm like, hey, my man, I just did I know you did Kings of DC, right? Yeah, you did a lot, right? You did. I'm like, yeah, man, appreciate. That's scary to me. You know why?
Because they done lined you up and you never knew them.
With them the whole time, did nobody say nothing. But all of them know me or know of me or know of something. But I don't know none of them. That's man.
When you think about it, that's some scary shit.
I'm trying
to walk into a room of strangers. To only strangers to you though.
Yeah, everybody know me. I don't know nothing. I'm the guest on this show. You feel me? Like I don't know about fame. Fame ain't.
Well, shit, I ain't think of it the way you painted it.
No, because
you're
that's
never
my
the
reality
stranger
at this point. At this point, that's like my real reality. So I gotta always make sure that I'm cool. That's why I grab the concept. Like I might not be where I want to be, but I'm somewhere that I'm not normally. You know that. So like I make sure that I got the best. Like energy when I'm around people. Like I'm not, man, I can be going because I don't know what you all for. What you on? Whenever you know me, just say, hey, what's up? You say, man, lady asked for my autograph. I'm like, yeah, is it really that serious? But I never did this before. You gotta coach me through this one. So like,
how am I supposed to sign this?
What you want me to say? She like, you know what I'm saying? I did it. I'm like, damn, that was dope, but that was scary. I don't know if I want to do that a whole lot, but you know. I wasn't shy from it, but that ain't really what I'm aiming for.
Right.
I think that's what, like for example, like a steering wheel. Don't nobody go and buy a car and say, "Is he gonna have the steering wheel?"
Yeah,
it come with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, don't nobody go apply for McDonald's and when they, you know what I'm saying, they don't. I'm gonna get the hidden purple shirt. It come with it. Certain things just come with it. You know what I mean? So,
but like, that's what come with it.
Yeah, but you asked me what I'm not aiming for. That's not my aim. I would rather get the money and get out of the way. You feel what I'm saying? Let somebody who want to stand up.
You want to be famous?
Like I don't mind.
You giving off I want people to know me vibes.
I like it the way he said it. I want the money. But if people know me, cool, like that's decent. But I'm never gonna say, damn, everybody know me and I'm poor. Fuck that.
Yeah, you don't wanna be everybody know you broke, but in their eyes, they think you winning.
You faking it.
No, it's not even that, it's worse. It's they think you winning and they think you slipping. Oh, I got one at the gas station, man. The OG, the Resident Evil movie. I'm about to follow him. Like, don't do
You
that.
lined me up and you ain't get shit, and now I'm dead.
You feel I'm trying to say this? So this is what, like, nah, I'm good on that. It's like, man, you know.
But you coming from that from a different mindset, so I can see it. Like, nah.
I mean, I don't want to be known though. Like, I like that people don't know who I am.
To be known, especially
I like that people don't know who I am. Like, I like that shit.
It's like who want to be Yeezy, right? Walking down the street with no security.
Fucking nobody.
Like, at the end of the day, like, yeah, it's like a nice thought that everybody know you, but everybody don't know you and like you.
Yeah.
Not everybody's on your side.
Not hardly nobody on your side. For real, the girls trying to rob you. The dudes trying to get the girls to rob you. I'm like, everybody's trying to get something from you. They not knowing you because of, no, they want everybody.
They want something.
Yeah, and this the world we live in, so it's like, and the only reason a lot of time people don't say because they don't know how to come at me. Like, I got this natural look on my face that this probably don't look right.
You're not approachable, but if you talk to you, you're like, oh.
That's what I'm like, man. I'm the super coolest person ever.
You got
You gotta just talk to you, but
you got like the man. You got like the man version of resting bitch face. It's real. Don't talk to me. It's real. You got like the man version of resting bitch face. Resting bitch face. So
Who is that?
it's the way your face look.
Well, who is it?
She ain't. It's not a person.
What's that?
No, it's a thing. Like people say I have resting bitch face because my natural face is just like.
Yeah, see, my natural face is even more. It's like, it's not even don't touch me. It's like I want to hurt you.
Yeah, like your natural face is mean, basically.
I come on like that's why I gotta be above and extra when I smile. But then I'm always talking positive and stuff like that. So like, and then when I feel the tension, cause like I said, I've been through stuff. Then I just cut it. Like, man, you know what we gotta do a lot. We gotta compliment each other.
A lot of people, men to men, don't really do
I
that.
compliment dudes all day. I'm like,
I'm about to say men don't do that
Yeah, men
to
don't
other
do
men.
I'm like,
Women don't do it to other women though. Cause bitch, if I like your hair, bitch, your hair is like I like your outfit. I like your hair. You look good. Like I'ma tell you, niggas don't do that though. They might say, "Oh, them shoes hard," but that's about all you gonna get.
I'm gonna give you the utmost respect and compliments that you earn. See, cause like one thing I'm not gonna do is lie. You know what I mean? So what I will do is zazam a little bit till I find something worth mentioning.
I ain't gonna say nothing about nothing else.
Like but that shoestring, not the other one. That one clean. That one clean. That was hey.
You did a good job. You know
what I'm saying? You feel me? It's like but you just gotta know how to maneuver, like, because at the end of the day, these are also the same people that you want to respect your work and you want them to feel like you doing it for them and with them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, even though everybody ain't with you, everybody ain't against you. So you gotta kind of choose your smile and your frown, because like you could be, like it could be a straight supporter that you think is your enemy, and somebody you think is cool could be somebody who don't even, you know what I'm saying? Yep. So you gotta choose a side of, like, I feel like you gotta choose like a side of like how I'm gonna interact with everybody face. Like, cause this is just what it is. Like, I mess with you. I don't want to really talk. You can see that, but I will.
But I will.
You know what I'm saying? What you want to talk about? You know what I mean? My phone number's public, and you can call me or you can text. Most of the time, I'm gonna respond back, and I'm gonna answer the phone because
You made your number public?
Yeah, why not? It's like,
what you mean?
It's like I don't feel like I'm big enough not to make it public. Like, the person that need to talk to me, I want to talk to them.
And I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Somebody gonna play on your phone? Like,
what's the worst gonna happen? I'm gonna tell you I got something else to do. Like, if it's too many phone calls, then I just won't answer them for a few hours. But then, what about like, man, Netflix called me.
Pick up your damn phone.
I'm talking to Netflix. How they get my number? Because it's public.
It's public.
I made it real easy for them.
He ain't had to go through emails.
I'm logged in with Netflix. I got a real inside connect with Netflix. I got plugged because of like, man, because like I'm a business. I'm not just like this person is running. I'm like World War Polo is a real company. So you need to be able to get in contact with a person that you want to do business with. I can't sit there and like, I don't feel like what is it that I could do to help you so that you can help me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And some of the man, like I just shot Jim Jones' video. If the phone don't ring, I missed that phone call. That joint got 2 million views. He gave me the credit of directing the joint. That's an accolade I can always use.
You can always put that back.
Shot a Jim Jones video.
You can pop your shit
So
up
like, at the end of the day, like somebody's job, like
that mean a lot to somebody.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like no, but you gotta have the public, and then at the end of the day, if you get real big, then you get 2 phones like
Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates.
Hey, I know somebody calling this strictly business.
And this is my working joint. This is my working joint. This is my personal joint. Right? But right now, I don't need that.
I see what you're saying.
Like I'm a business. Like at the end of the day, a person only gonna respect you how much you respect yourself. And you know what I'm saying? Like I can't get in contact with you only through Instagram. Like everybody don't have Instagram.
That's a fact.
So like how
A lot of people ain't checking this shit. They can have it all they want.
the people who you want to talk to you don't have an Instagram.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They do email. They might do Twitter or something.
You might have to talk to another motherfucker to get to them.
Yeah, it's like the people that you like. Man, you could call me, text me. I might don't act like depending on the day of the flow. I might don't answer, but the text is I always get my mind. I'm like, oh,
Because I can look at that
I
whenever.
read it and I got it on the thing where you can't see. And I'm reading that, so I'm seeing.
Now I got my red receipt, so.
Yeah, I turned that off. I was like, oh, because I read slow and everything. I'm like, damn, and by then, you going to be texting me something else like, Dad, I see you read it. Like, what you say, bro? I'm like, hold on.
I see you read my shit.
Like, because Instagram hot.
Oh, she told me that, how you can swipe and put unread again.
Do it pop up on the other person's joint?
What's that?
That you seen.
That you synced it on that?
No,
Well, if you
I don't think so.
Yeah, so do it go to unseen?
Yeah.
So you telling me?
I think so.
No, you thinking so. See, like you got one half of it down, but you
got the other half.
keep getting caught because it don't work all the way like that.
Hey, I don't know how it worked, but she put me on that because we would just open messages and never respond. So,
Man, but y'all gotta check out this movie, The Lap. This joint got the hottest, dopest
I seen a couple of these people.
comedians. I honestly believe in the Baltimore. I'm gonna give Baltimore their crowd, they flowers for this, right?
Okay.
Outside of I want to make it home, right?
He said, well, let me go home. Please, thank you.
I want to make it home, but now Baltimore and DC. I don't know a lot about Virginia as far as the comedian thing, but this area got the funniest
Motherfuckers.
I'm talking about like they got. I mean, like even when I watch other comedians in other places, they have a few funny, but as far as like a bunch of funny people, like a whole group, like not like handpicked, like this area hands down. Like we got to have like the best comedians ever. Like when you even go back to Martin and Dave Chappelle, like we really got some stand up comedians here, and to have so many, you gotta watch this joint. Like,
How did you get everybody to be in the room together?
no, for what?
When you said you were in the lot and everybody wasn't friends and, you know, they had their own different
Oh,
fashions.
now that was Kings of DC.
Oh, you made that. Oh, so with the lot, it was a bunch of funny shit, so it was a little bit easier.
All right, so basically, Kings of DC, I put all the rappers, and the lot put all the comedians, and this new joint, The Kickback, my little brother Goofy wrote, right? Shout out to him. One of the funniest dudes I know in real life, and he's like one of the funniest dudes in our city, right? Wrote this joint. It's called The Kickback, and it's gonna have a lot of rappers and comedians. You see how we doing it?
I see how.
Okay.
Okay, wait a minute. I think I'm catching the vibe.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, some people gonna catch on a little slower than others, but the rhythm is like, if we work together, we gonna win. Because like, you marketing, I'm marketing, you marketing this one particular thing. It has a way better way to be successful than I'm just doing it by myself, or you just doing it, or you just doing it. With all three of us doing it, we have a way more gravitational pull of it winning because the people you got following, the people I got, that it's magnified. Like we got certain people that we all connected to.
Right.
We got a lot of people that's not this
solo connections.
And it's imagine what that where we bring everybody. So now when you take that formula and you put the hottest comedians in the whole area in the area I'm from, right? Like 29, 30 comedians.
Oh, you got the city on fire, don't you? Don't you? Damn.
I'm just saying, like, cause like even if I don't feel like posting today, you got that person,
It's
and that
easier.
person.
Somebody always
You
gonna
feel what I'm
post.
saying?
It'll
Somebody
get back to me.
It's gonna come back. I just need a day. I posted like 7 times yesterday. You feel me? And then that person, like, you know, when they see me posting, it give you the energy like, damn, we was in this hot ass movie. I don't mean cuss.
No, you
know
cuss
what I'm
Hey, yo.
you feel me? You feel what I'm saying? And so the vibe, and this is where like it you know, like it takes a tribe to raise a baby. The baby is the movie, and we the tribe, and we all
pushing it.
energy. Like some days, you know what I'm saying, and then the things of I'm not. I think the comedians for real kind of run the city when it comes to entertainment.
Of course.
I thought it was the rappers at first. That's why I did the rap drum.
Yeah,
I really am convinced that it's the.
Because
People love to laugh.
the comedians are everywhere in the city, making people laugh.
And they could go anywhere.
No, because you're the comedian. Like that's your cloak. You're the
but
comedian.
As a rapper, you got too many ops.
Yeah.
You can't go everywhere.
The
To
comedian.
market. You feel me? You can't even market everywhere for real. You know what I'm saying? And then you got people that won't watch it just because you in it. It's
That's
like
it.
The vibe is a little different. And then it's like the other part about the vibe is dangerous. Like shooting them kind of movies is much more dangerous. Like we filming and yeah, you know they just spit this joint yesterday. What right here? We gotta finish this up.
Right. Like, why you ain't say that they spent it yesterday? Like, we
This
could.
is real, right? This is why y'all like the movie because this is a real joint. Like I want to live to see this joint. You gonna have to speed it up a little bit, but the comedians, right? It's the vibe is like, man, you gonna learn how to take a joke if you can. And everybody, including me, you know, you gonna get scorched. You gotta come to work ready to.
You gonna get scorched. This is part of it.
It's like, man, nobody was safe. Nobody was safe.
It's not like it was a good day every time you came to set.
That's the one thing I liked about it. It was never a dull moment.
Because so much funny shit was around.
Never a joke, the same joke twice. And it's like, just watching them work together, it just gave me energy to film the next joint. To see people, I don't know if they were normally working together on that kind of level, but to see them working together, and some people didn't even know each other, I guess.
Right.
But to see that kind of magnitude of people working together, it's like that's what it's all about for me, for real. It's just like I want us to learn how to work together, because like if we learn how to work together, who could stop us?
It's that part. Me and her had this conversation. If we could just work together, shit will be different and be better. It's just everybody wants to be the top dog, and that's where the problem lies, with everybody wanting to be that number one. Two is cool, but people want to be one.
I think in the area I'm in the DMV area. I be in DC. I be with PG, the DMV.
Yeah,
right?
DMV. Yeah.
Right. It's like a competition. I don't know who started it, right? But and within that competition, because nothing's wrong with competition if done correctly. It seems like as long as I beat you, I won. I don't actually realize that beating you is only a level in the competition. I got the whole world to continue to compete with. Because if we realize that it's a bigger fish to fry other than the people I see or I went to school with or I know, then we will learn how to work together, because we know that other people in other tribes and other areas, they working together. They actually got gangs. So they have to work together under a certain type of regime or organization, or however it's run, right? You got gangs and you got, in different cities that they just naturally work together. Like I guess like in Atlanta and in the South.
Yeah, they're real together.
They work together just much more easily outside of gangs, right? So and then we wonder why like places like Houston winning and Atlanta winning and Florida. Right, and why we don't get the shine.
When you start going up north, it get real different.
Yeah, but even up north, you know a New Yorker, you could put a New Yorker anywhere on the whole earth. They gonna rep New York to the death with the big New York Yankee heads.
They gonna know. You gonna know more than
You gonna know they from.
They
embody that place.
And guess what? When you go and you're a New Yorker and you go to, you go anywhere. You know, only kind of music they listen to.
New York music. They
not listening to nothing. I don't care where you put me. I'm only listening to New York music if I'm from New York. Right? I'm not listening to none of that. I don't care. Well, I might listen to a little bit, but it ain't messing with this young.
It ain't man. I got something for this.
Word to the mother. All that, right? Word to the mother. I'm telling you, and I'm thinking like for real, like that is a taught or learned behavior. That is not, some of this stuff is not natural. So some of this stuff is learned behaviors. Like they had leaders. You had Malcolm X really standing on the streets. Like in the middle of the real street. Not for no clout chase or nothing. This him. And then you go a couple of blocks down the road, you got Farrakhan on the same street. Then you got Martin Luther King followers and all these people just like you got these different so and even with people not like coming all the way together, they were still learning how to be together and learning how to work together. And you keep hearing this stuff, and that's why it's important to me. Like with the Murray Bird joke, you see how we bring these movies back around.
I see how they connected.
Yeah, because it's like if we protect our leader, then we can learn. Like he left something behind. Not only did he live here, he was too great of a man. His name rang too many bells not to leave some jewels behind. But who gonna find them and who gonna distribute them? If ain't nobody even looking to find them. We don't even know that it's jewels to be found. We'll let somebody from another place come in and tell our story, bring their actors, bring everything in it. They'll have us eating some other stuff that's called mumbo sauce, but it's yellow. We don't eat that. They'll change our whole culture and put it on TV, and we'd just be mad when we could.
But y'all could have did it yourself.
Facts, and that's what it's about. It's like we telling our own story. Like you can get that watered down version, but listen to this. I don't gotta teach people the lingo because they don't know how to talk no other kind of way. I don't gotta teach them how to dress in the movies. This is how we do it. Right? You know, everything because I'm using my people to tell our stories. Like, and who better to tell our stories other than us?
Yeah, shit,
and that's what really make me kind of slingshot up is that I'm not sitting there like I got Tone Trump. He played in what's that joint Creed and but for the most part I just want to use people from my area because if I can impact my area, I don't care if no one else even liked the movie because I'm not doing it.
You got different goals,
right? If my area, if the DMV area can come to, and I'm gonna say Baltimore, we gotta stop that. I'm for real.
It ain't gonna never stop, man.
We our own Lord.
Stop. We're not even part of the DMV.
We not even part of the DMV. We're our own little area for real.
You know how you know it's gonna stop? Because a lot, and I'm not name dropping, but it's some rappers in DC that make all their money off of Baltimore people buying their music. So it's not that, you know, and for real, I done broke it down. I think that Baltimore DC beef came from like Hickey school. It didn't come from like in real like men beefing with men because they didn't have no real interaction. The only way that DC and Baltimore dudes even know about each other is through the juvenile detention centers. Because that's where they had us all locked in together. Right. And they was there and they was there. And so this rival come from like my generation of dudes being in junior and the little juvenile that says, you're not gonna tell me we gonna take this and make it a whole real thing out here. You feel me? Wow, so I'm like, it ain't nothing that can't be fixed.
I think it's just I think now it's just more of a cultural thing.
I was going to say now, I think, especially people from Baltimore, you always going to feel like, if somebody was to be like, "Oh, you from Maryland?" I'd be like, "Ooh, I'm from Baltimore, baby." Like,
this is the power of this movie because this next joint that I was telling y'all about called The Kickback, I say it's a DMV movie, but it's gonna have, and I'm not gonna say the name yet, but everybody know these dudes. They comedians from Baltimore that's gonna be in a DMV movie because we trying to close the gap on that BS. You feel what I'm saying? Like if we can work together and see the thing about putting a BS behind, once people see that it's winning, people don't care about all that mumbo jumbo that it was because if this would it take to win, cause we all want to win. That's the end goal. We want to win. You telling me I could go to Baltimore and get a funny dude, then go to Virginia get another funny dude, and then go Moco and PG get a funny dude, and I'm from DC. And then if we work together, we can lock this whole tri-state thing, whatever, down because he the big dude from his area, he the big dude. And then on a local, like, oh, that's what OG was telling us about. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, nah, I already told you. That was my man. That been my man. OG been my man. Oh, now you're man.
Now I'm your man.
Nah, it's cool.
Now I'm your man.
Well, before we get out of here, man, I want to say thank you. I knew you had some gems. I want to see this motherfucking Kickback movie. If we get that locked through the email, I'm going to do my thing at the crib. I'm going to watch that.
I definitely got you.
I appreciate you coming through, getting to know you a little bit better, going through your profile. You are always working.
Yeah.
That anything on that profile, it's work. You talking to the cameraman, trying to know how to do the cameras. That's a 12K camera. Let me see the 6K camera. You are always working. It's always never a dull moment. You always are on to the next.
I'm trying.
The next thing.
Man, that's what it's about. Because like at the end of the day, I'm the oldest out of everybody I be with, right? And so there's no way that I should be looping y'all and doing circles on y'all. Like you gotta lead by the example. Like I'm not gonna tell you to do something like, dog, like I literally be with you, we putting this joint up, then boom. I'm gonna look, man, like you my if we locked in, we brothers. I'm talking to you all the way home. I gotta make sure you get in the house safe. You can ask them. Right? They get out, it like 2, 3 in the morning, it be like 7 o'clock in the morning. They're like, dang. I woke up this morning, I seen posts that you had up and you was writing the script like 5 in the morning. Yeah, we don't sleep. I'm like, man, I got new clothes on. I took a shower. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Like, man, listen, man, time ain't waiting for nobody, man. I earned these joints, man. I got a few little black joints now. Before they go black, we need to.
You ain't gonna die? You gonna keep it gray?
Right. And that's the other thing, right? I think that is very important that young dudes see older dudes living in their own, like,
living in their, not to say it like this, but living in their oldness, like living in their age.
Because listen to this, I wear what they wear. I drive what they drive. I do everything. Like I'm an older version of you. Like why do I gotta try to look young? I'm giving you
doing the same shit.
But listen, even more important, I'm giving you a good reason to get old.
Yeah, you want to get old and you want to be me. Like you 20, you see me, I'm out here 43, but still like you see me.
My dream, and this is a brand new dream. This ain't like I've been doing movies since my 20s. No, I just started doing this since I turned in my 40s, right? So this is a brand new.
It's 3 years old or something.
Like 5. I'm about to be 44, so I'm about 39.
Oh,
Okay.
About 39, start out 2017, something like that. But this the thing is, if I, as an older person, right, that you can say is an old ass nigga, right, whatever.
You did call him a old
Old
ass.
ass nigga, can come up with trying to do something brand new and chase my dream down, and not just chase it, run it down. See, chasing it mean you didn't catch it. I run it down. You feel what I'm saying? Then guess what? That little thing, cause like what you was saying earlier, I know you trying to close.
Oh no, you good.
This it's a generational gap, like you was saying, right? Mm-hmm. You got people my age, then it's a big gap. It's like 30. I said like I'm 40. So then I just say if I was 30, let's go back 10 years. Then from 40 and almost 50, you don't have the next group of dudes till like almost 50. So it's almost like a 10, 20 year gap in between this group and that group. And my group of dudes see them group of dudes like, man, I'm not wearing them brown pants. You know, all them old dudes wear brown pants. They tuck their shirts in, they wavy day. You know what I'm saying? But the waves don't be like 360. They be going backwards.
They want 80.
They be having them boys just go like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They be like Thundercats, man. And it's like, I'm sitting there like, man, I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't trying to do that. That right there make me just want to stay in the streets, right? And then you realize what happened was the dudes that was supposed to teach me, that was gonna learn from them, they got locked up and killed. So it's a big gap. And then so because of the hatred that I had for not having nobody to teach me in my era, the young dudes seen how I hated not, I'm not doing that with them old dudes doing. But I wasn't calling a dude 50 old. I was calling a 60-year-old dude old. And the dude behind me, he just see all of us as old. So they only doing what they see. Right. It's like they saw my generation like hating on that generation. You know what I'm saying? But for real, it wasn't even them. It was the other dudes, the grandfathers, right? Because I actually had a grandfather. I have a grandmother, but I actually had a great grandmother. Oh wow! Right? Because in my generation, right? Like when you know what I'm saying? You could have a great grandmother. They was not that older than us.
Right. Because they was having kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you have a great grandmother.
It's hard as shit to have a great grandmother right now. No.
It's some great grandmother.
Nah.
Great grandmother.
I was about to say these days, grandparents is like 40.
Then say like her mother is about almost 30. Mm-hmm. Her mother
45.
45. That's a great. Look, and then
Grandma 60.
You might have
you see some of these like TikToks and these videos. Yeah.
You got grandmother, a great grandmother, a great grandmother, a great grandmother, and she only 50.
And it's crazy when you say that because I just was thinking about it.
None of them cook. I'm not coming to my great grandmother house to eat some macaroni came out of the box. I'm not.
Not the Velveeta.
Nah, Velveeta's cool. The other joint.
The Kraft shit.
Kraft.
I ain't know Kraft was fake macaroni and cheese like 2 months ago.
Man, with the cheese powder?
Yeah.
Have you been eating Kraft your whole life?
I thought it was real cheese.
How is powder?
It's powder. You talking about Velveeta?
No, they told me Kraft was fake. So
Kraft is fake. It's powder.
The S, that's real cheese.
S.
The stuff that come in a little brown packet that you gotta pop over the little
That's
cheese.
Velveeta.
S.
No, Velveeta come in the box.
No, that's Kraft. You mixing it up.
Oh.
Velveeta is the one that squeezed the cheese out.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why we not going to this house for Thanksgiving. We're not doing that. He gonna put us in a blender. I don't know what
he must got a great grandmother still on this earth or something.
I'm trying to tell you.
You gonna get that good ham. That's all you gonna get over here.
Nah, but I definitely appreciate the opportunity to come here. Man, if y'all get a chance right now, Kings of DC is on YouTube.
Oh, it is?
Okay.
For a small period of time, about to take it off. It's over 500,000 views because it's on Amazon, and I'm gonna try to get my spins on. You know what I'm saying? And SCK Media TV is on there, and y'all gotta check out. I'm gonna make sure.
Please do, because I already got my night planned out.
Oh my God!
And I'm glad you said that. You were talking about it earlier. I thought you were strictly selling it through your media company. You didn't have it anywhere else for a broad audience to listen to it. But now you're saying you do have it on Amazon. You do have it on YouTube.
Yeah. The object of it is I'm working with a distribution company. Like each movie, each thing I do, it go a little bit further because like both of these movies was in the movie theater.
Yeah, I peeped that on your page. I seen people next to the the picture of it at the movies.
Cause listen, right? It's big. Like you. Like I don't know how much a community person I'm is, but I know I got a big heart for my community. Whether they know it or not, right? But you look at it like the same movie theater that your child sees Spider-Man
right.
and Batman on, right? Mm-hmm. You took your child to the movies and they saw you on that same.
That's
thing.
different for them.
And it's like
it hit different.
As a child, we didn't even have our fathers, but our fathers like that. Like, you want me to go get my father, blah, 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 But just imagine you actually did see your
father.
Or your
That'll
mother.
change your whole childhood life.
And then when your parents tell you could be whatever you want to be. You
see yourself.
It'd be believable. It's like
it's different. My daddy was on TV.
He was in a movie that I remember eating popcorn. You're not going to tell me. Man, nah.
You the biggest thing to your son.
I'm trying to tell you, with that vibe, like when you didn't change the whole mindset of your child based on just coming together and working together, like it's that right there is generational wealth.
Change something.
You changed.
You changed their mindset.
You erased everything that they viewed negative about you. And replaced it with like, nah, I'm that nigga. Like, you need to listen to me. Like, cause like I'm seeing you on a TV, and then it's just not like it's just me. This show ain't packed. I don't know nobody here. We all eating popcorn and stuff. This the real thing. And I see my father up there. Everybody love my father. Everybody love my mother. Like, what does that do to the mindset of that child? Cause that child, we just changed their mind about the whole way they about to live by just bringing them to the movie theater, and they don't even know that yet.
Cause they gonna keep that memory.
The memory never gonna leave, and it's gonna be a guide and through a lot of. Should I listen to my mother?
Yeah.
Should I listen to like nigga?
Do you swim a fucking?
You really do this?
What you mean? Should I?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you go tell your friends, and then your friends tell your friends, and then they go see it on the internet. Then boom, boom, boom.
You could change your friend's life.
I'm talking about now you like the coolest nigga in school. You ain't even got the nicest clothes, but you the coolest nigga. You and shit in the movies and shit.
That's it.
And then everybody talking about it, you know what I'm saying? And then now the whole school knows, you know what I'm saying? Now that one little movie that changed the whole way.
Your son, your daughter looked at different now.
In school, but then the other kids in the school changing too. Like that, I know somebody who parents is really.
I know a famous.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not that far. It's not unattainable.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? Like the thing about when I say I wanted to do this movie, and one of my brothers, and he like it because in his mind. It was I don't say stuff without thinking about it. I'm just sitting there like I ain't gonna say I'm gonna do a blockbuster, but it can't really be that hard. You only need this, that, bop, bing, right? Well, I could do that. No, I can't say it's gonna be great, but I can say I could do it.
That's it. I
can do it. That's where I was at. I can do it. I don't give a fuck. The lab made the icing on it. Now it gotta be good because y'all not gonna accept that. But it was just that kind of like that little laugh or that, you know what I'm saying, that made me say like that. Only reason he laughed is because he didn't think it was obtainable. Not that cause like there's no way you gonna bet against me. Cause y'all don't miss.
You got a history of, like you were saying earlier. You got a history
of accomplishing things.
Because I got a history of studying my opponent and like even watch Kings of DC. You get a chance, you gonna see I study. I read these books. Like man, I could tell you this right. Watch this, and we on camera.
Yeah.
Describe to me a spiral and staircase.
Describe to you what?
A spiraling staircase. You okay?
Michelle, do it for me.
Describe a spiraling staircase.
Yeah.
You go round and round in a circle.
I know you do.
A spiraling staircase. I wouldn't say it doesn't go around and around in a circle.
That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Like if you watch the tape and you rewind the tape, I did like this as a proof that I knew that what you was gonna say before I said some things you can't describe without gestures.
Yeah.
This is the way the mind works.
Oh yeah, I definitely was like.
Because when you did this, my mind clicked. Spiraling.
It's like your mind can't grab the concept of spiraling up or down without showing me from a gesture. And when you understand how the mind works, then that's the same.
You a dangerous brother.
That's how, like, if you think I'm welling, you know, if I'm just saying, shooter, you and you, the next 10 people you meet, tell them, describe you a spiraling staircase and just sit there and watch them. They're going to try. Some get it faster than others, but they all going to be like, you talking about the little thing that...
That's how they describe
Right? Because that's the way the mind works. And if... Like, to be able to speak something and to make it work like that, it's the same way with what I'm doing with these movies. It's the same thing. Like, this is what's going. I don't know how to put it in good words, but that's what I'm doing, and
it's working.
It's you know what I'm saying. I read. Reading is fun. I said I wanted to write books. But don't nobody read, so I gotta show them.
And people will take that because you can show a person 1,000 times. That person ain't gonna keep reading that book more than once.
And then if it's good, they'll pass it down. Just imagine, it's somebody that's not even on this earth right now, that ain't even been born yet, that's gonna see this one of these movies.
It's timeless.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, y'all was on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know him. That's my man. He is not no director. I don't want to cite you like that.
It's not what you think it is.
I'm telling you, he be playing all the time. He is not on no. Please don't say that around him.
Yeah.
He gonna get big headed.
I'm just saying he ain't get the money, so now he want to be famous. He ain't get the money, so he ain't want to be famous.
Well, listen, before we get out here, we're gonna shout out the sponsors one more time. Shout out to Real Soul Streetwear. Use code VIBES, man. 25% off. Black-owned company. You know we support everything black. We got another one. Truth Alkaline Water. Black-based water company, man. Stop drinking the Sani. Stop drinking that Deer Park. Get your mind right. Get your body right. Feel right. And you bester. Got to check out the lot for my man's here.
SCKMediaTV.com.
He clearly's taking over the big screen, all the streets of the DMV. So he got the gems for you, you know. And if you got a talent, you might be able to link up with the man. He gonna work you, but it's gonna be worth it. And Brax, you got anything you wanna plug, baby? You got anything you wanna plug?
What I'm plugging?
I don't know what you got going on in your life.
Nope. You always ask this question, and you know Real G's moving silence.
Like lasagna. And shout out to the Treehouse Project, Big Lady Shalise. You know, we always support the kids. Shout out to Treehouse Project. They're always working with the inner youth, the city. Jump in there. You can donate. They got products. They got merch. They got events for the kids. Bring your own kid to it. Shout out to the Treehouse Project. And this has been another big episode of the Vibes Podcast. And
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.